And I feel like I will need a full episode just to talk about hiking in Alaska because it's very different. Two things that comes to mind when it comes to hiking to Alaska. One, they don't know what switchbacks are. Everything goes straight up and up and up until you can't anymore. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you have trekking poles with you. That is the one thing that I wish that I had with me before going to Alaska. And then the second thing, when you are hiking in Alaska, you want to make sure that you are self-reliant. You have everything that you need for worst scenarios. You want to make sure that you have all the necessary gear, all of the 10 essentials for hiking. It's not crazy to have a sleeping bag with you even if you are going on a day hike. Remember, we talked about there being limited roads or sometimes one road from point A to point B. Should anything go wrong, sometimes it's very difficult to get someone to support you or help you. So when you're hiking in Alaska, make sure that you have all of the gear that you need, especially if you are hiking in bear country as well. You want to make sure that you have something to start a fire, to keep yourself warm, to not get hypothermic. And I'm going to talk about this in detail in an upcoming episode. Next tip on the list, many places in Alaska are not accessible by car. And that was a surprise for me, knowing that there are some national parks in Alaska that you cannot access by car, like Katmai National Park, where you will have to fly a floating airplane to get to Katmai National Park. Same thing with Kenai Fjords National Park. Although parts of the national park are still accessible by car, we did drive to the Hardin Icefield Trail. Beautiful hike, by the way. If you are in the Kenai Peninsula or if you are in Seward, you definitely should check the HIT, the Hardin Icefield Trail. It's one of my favorite hiking trails up until now. But anyway, so what I was trying to say is that even the Kenai Fjords National Park, a big chunk of the national park is only accessible by cruise, boat, kayaking, or airplane. So don't be surprised because so many places you can only access by airplane. And actually, that is one of the reasons that makes going to Alaska and exploring Alaska a little bit expensive. But if you guys found this to be useful, please give it a thumbs up. My goal is to help you plan for your next adventure. My name is Habiba. This is Trekking Pals, and I will see you soon on a new adventure.